All right, this is Level Up Luke for the Queen City Soccer Show. I am here with Anna Winnie. Thank you so much for joining me. Special guest, NWSL commentator extraordinaire. She's soon to Kansas City to call a game out there. You know her from the Charlotte Soccer Show at Hopfly, the pregame show. I know her because she looks like Khaleesi. But thank you so much for joining me. Pleasure to run into you again. We have a very special preview because this year for the soccer tournament, they've split the bracket. Last year was unified. This year we have a separate men's and women's bracket. And the women's bracket is actually also going to get $1 million grand prize. This is incredible. By far the best women's tournament that I've had the pleasure of attending. What do you think so far? Is this your first day at the soccer tournament?
It is. It is my first day. I've been really impressed with just like the fields, how they've structured this whole tournament. Also, how the competition has shown up and really wanted to compete. $1 million is $1 million. And
Absolutely.
Each team is kind of, it sounds like, doing different things with it. But this is the first time the women have had a tournament themselves. And I think it's really cool. I think right now there's 8 teams in the tournament. But we got to do media day with them, and it was just kind of fun to see each team's perspective. I would say U.S. women are probably really in it to win it. And I wouldn't say any other team isn't not in it to win it, but they were out there hustling, practicing before we saw them at media day. So yeah, I think overall it's going to be really fun. I'm really interested to see how some of these teams stack up tomorrow.
Yeah, and I was here last year as a spectator, and the U.S. women in the unified bracket started off in the same group as the Wrexham Red Dragons.
Yeah.
And seeing the men and the women play against each other, it felt like a novelty, and it didn't really do a great service for either one. The U.S. women's team on the scoreboard, it wasn't close, but they had so much support out here. They had so many passionate fans. And I mean, myself as an American outlaw, and, you know, one of my first exposures to soccer was watching the U.S. women's team in the Women's World Cup. And so I cannot wait. That being said, the women's field is deep this year.
Right, it is. I mean, Angel City has a team from NWSL. Burnley has a team. The Courage have a team. Tampa Bay from USL Super League, which a lot of people will know that because they'll play against the Ascent this upcoming season. Yeah,
I'm so interested to see that because they're playing in an exhibition tournament before their actual team launches.
Right. And I think, too, just to go back to the U.S. soccer situation, I think for them, they were kind of the start of U.S. women's national team, the start of women's sports, really, in a lot of ways. And I think they know that. Yeah. And they carry a lot of that coming into this tournament. So they want it to be exciting, but they also want to compete and continue to hold that standard, even if it's just a 7v7 tournament. So, yeah, I think it's a bunch of different teams coming at from different angles. But Tampa Bay will be interesting because I think they're going to be playing some of the players they want on their team, potentially. Why not, right? Like, what's a better way to get an understanding of your players than something like this?
Yeah, building the chemistry, getting the free practices in here, getting the chance to
exposure. People are asking what their logo is. It's great for them.
It is. I'm so excited about the USL Super League. Just the more I hear about, the more excited I get. But it is a deep field. We mentioned some of the teams here. Angel City, I cannot recommend highly enough. If you love soccer, you have to watch the miniseries on Max.
Yes.
The HBO miniseries about Angel City. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And they have a celebrity ownership group. A lot of people may write that off, but they have so many progressive practices in terms of the way that they manage their roster and what they provide for their players. I think it can absolutely be a model for other franchises. We have Burnley FC, the women's side, and that is actually the men's side and the women's side this year are new to the soccer tournament. We've all heard about J.J. Watt playing for the Burnley men's team.
Yep.
Can you tell me anything about the Burnley women's team?
Right now, J.J. Watt's wife, Kaylia Watt, played in the NWSL. She played at the collegiate level at UNC. So she's going to be playing in the tournament. Her sister-in-law, Danny Watt, who's married to T.J. Watt, she played at the collegiate level. So I think, and then there's Shayna Matthews, who I had a chance to talk with this week. She retired from NWSL, but she's still training and still playing the game. So there's players on the women's side who have played at the highest levels, and I think for them they've never played together. Like, it's a lot of players coming together, even on the men's side, who've never played together. So honestly, it's hard. I don't know what to expect, really. I think U.S. women, I expect them to win their first game. They're playing Wrexham in their first match.
Oh, wow.
But Burnley, North Carolina, Courage. I mean, Courage have a lot of girls who aren't on the full roster here, so could be fun. It will be fun. Could be interesting.
Yeah, the Wrexham women's team, can I just say, like, as a giant fan of Welcome to Wrexham,
Right.
what they've accomplished as an amateur side in Wales is fantastic. They won promotion. They were the best team in their league. I believe they're up to a semi-pro level now, or there is some higher level of payment. Rosie has such a good story. She was on the show. I'm blanking out on some of the other names, but I'm so excited to see that Wrexham team.
Yeah.
Those girls, they work day jobs, then they go and play soccer, and just their love of the game is unmatched. What other teams do we have?
Yes. So we've got Angel City, Wrexham, Street Ball FC Canada, which is a lot of former Canadians.
Okay.
Which that'll be fun.
Oh.
Soccerhead FC. We don't know as much about Soccerhead FC. I know.
I believe is that the Duke University
yes,
alumni?
You're right. Maybe that's right.
So it's a really cool trend that we've seen on the men's side where certain colleges send their alumni sides, and there is a team for Durham, Tobacco Road, competing on the men's side, but this is specifically a Duke University alumni side in Soccerhead FC. Street Ball Canada, I want to say that's also the same group behind the Toronto men's team.
Okay.
So I think there's some crossover.
You're right, because I mean it is Canada, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think
it's the same group.
might have funded
Okay.
a lot of things. I don't know.
I like the exposure. It's an international tournament. Obviously, you got Canada, USA, Wales. I would love to see it expand more, especially maybe with some Central American teams or South American.
But I honestly think, like, to start the tournament, it's cool that it's only 8 teams because people can really be knowledgeable about what's going on, rosters. They can watch all the games. I think we're going to expect a really big crowd out here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Watching these games. I mean, the women's game in general is massive in Carolina.
Absolutely.
We've already an NWSL team here. We've had multiple iterations of professional leagues here. So I think, and obviously collegiately, Duke, UNC, NC State.
The first U.S. women's national team game I saw was here at this very stadium.
Yeah.
So
SAS at the time?
no, it was Wake Med.
Okay.
It was, God, I want to say 7 or 8 years ago, though. It was quite a while ago, and that was my first game I saw at this venue and my first U.S. women's game I attended. So that was a blast. I'm very excited. Is it a single elimination tournament, or what do you know about the format?
It is single elimination on the women's side, for sure.
Okay. That'll be exciting. And so they have the semifinals and the finals running concurrent with the men's. Those will be on Sunday and Monday.
Yeah.
And the women's championship game, the $1 million game, will be nationally televised on ESPN. So this is such a great opportunity. Thank you so much, Anna. I appreciate your time. I'm gonna let you go here. Where can the folks find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Anna Whitty, WITTE, Twitter at Anna Whitty _, and then my podcast, Straight from the Pitch. We're on YouTube. We're wherever you get your podcasts. I think that about everything.
Fantastic. All right, Anna, I appreciate your time as always. We'll see you around tomorrow.
Cool.